Good morning, students. As we have done the exercises of chapter 5 till F, today we are going to start the exercise 5G. Okay? Coming to the first question, read the question very thoroughly. Question number 1, state whether each pair of lines are parallel or not parallel. And then you have to give the reasons also that why they are parallel and why they are not parallel. Coming to the first part, as you might be remembering about the angles which are formed on parallel lines, especially on the parallel lines. Do you remember which one is the first? First is the corresponding angle, then sum of co-interior is 180, and the third one is alternative angles. Correct? So if these three angles are formed on the lines, two lines which are given, if they are forming, they are equal, they are 180, the sum is 180, then it will be the parallel line. Then these lines will be parallel lines. Okay, so to check whether the lines are parallel or not, you have to check all these three angles. Coming to the first part, so check, two lines were given. Okay, and on these two lines there are the two angles marked. What are these two angles? We will have to check that. The marked angles are, check, this is on the left of transversal and this angle is on the right, so they are forming which angle? Alternative. And these angles are also equal. So first we have to write the angles marked are alternative, they are alternative and also they are equal. Okay, so alternative angles which are marked, they are equal. If they are equal, then two lines might be, yeah, they will be a parallel lines. Okay, so this is, you have to write the angles marked are alternative. First we will tell the marked angles are forming what? So they are forming the alternative and they are equal, therefore the lines will be parallel. Coming to the second part of this question, first, that is part B. Coming to these two lines, if you check these two lines, there are two angles marked on it. What are these two angles? Check that they are on the same side of transversal. Yes, both are on the same side of transversal and interior of the parallel line, so they are forming the co-interior angle. The angles marked are co-interior, as the sum of co-interior angle over here is, let's check, 100 plus 80 will be 180, and yes, the sum of co-interior angle is 180, therefore the lines are parallel. So the first thing you have to check is whether the marked angles are alternative, co-interior or corresponding. Okay, coming to the C part, check these two angles, they are on the same side of transversal. If they are on the same side, they might be co and interior of this line, so co-interior. Okay, now what we have to check in co-interior, we always have to check the sum of angles marked. Correct? So first we will write the angles marked are co-interior, as the sum of co-interior angle is, what is that? 75 degree plus 100 degree, that is 175 degree. As the sum of co-interior angle is not 180, is it 180? No, this is not equals to 180. If it is not 180, then these two lines might not be parallel. These two lines are not parallel. Okay, coming to the D part, again the figure is this, the marked angle is 130 and 50. Directly we are not able to check that they are co-interior or corresponding or alternative. Yes, they are not forming any of these three angles. So for that we are going to check the adjacent angle. What we have to find? The adjacent angle, either of this angle or this one, any of the angle you can find, but first you have to find what? Adjacent angle. If these three angles are not formed, co-interior, corresponding, alternative, then you have to find adjacent angle first. I am taking the adjacent of 130 degree. So if I have to check this, the sum of adjacent angle is what it should be always, since it is on a straight line. Check, yes or no? It is on the straight line. The sum of these two angles will be 180. What will be the reason? Linear pair. or the sum of adjacent angle is 180 degree. I have taken that A plus 130 is 180 degree, linear pair. A will be as it is, then equals 180. This plus 130 on the right hand side will become minus 130. Then A is equals to 180 minus 130 is 50 degree. I will substitute over here, that is 50 degree. Now check what is the angle formed over here. This is on the left side, this is on the right. They are alternative. The angles are alternative and they are also equal. This is 50, this 50, they both are equal. If alternative angles are equal, then these two lines will be parallel. So the lines are parallel. Okay. Coming to the E part of this question, the two lines were given. Check the marked angles. What are they forming? See, this is also on the right, this is also on the right. This is above the line, this angle is also above the line. Correct? Then they are going to form the corresponding angle. The marked angles are corresponding. As they are equal or not, corresponding angles must be equal, but they are not equal. 65 is definitely not equals to 72. Since they are not equal, therefore the lines are not parallel. Okay. Coming to the next part, this question, that is the F part. F part is similar, exactly same, so you have to do it in the homework. Okay, coming to the next part, that is the G part. That is given the two lines again. These two lines were given, and this is on the right side, this is 90 degree. On the right side of transversal above this parallel line, this is on the left side and above this. So they are not same, they are not alternative, they are not co-interior. If they are not same, we are not able to check that whether they are alternative, co-interior or corresponding. Then we have to check the adjacent of this angle, the marked angle, or this marked angle. I have taken the adjacent of 90 degree. A plus 90 equals to 180. Why? Again linear pair. Then A will be as it is, equals as it is, 180 will be as it is. The plus 90 will become minus 90. Then A is equals to 90 degree. The marked angle C, this is 90 degree, which is on the left and above. Now A and 50 degree will form the corresponding, but they are not same. If corresponding angles are not same, then the lines are not parallel. Okay. Coming to the second question. So read the second question. Name all pairs of parallel line in these diagrams. So the three diagrams they have given you, and you have to tell which pair of line is parallel. Okay. So coming to the first part of the second question, just check the first line. I'm going to take these two lines definitely. Okay, or you can take these and this line. First I'm taking AB and CD. Coming to the AB and CD line, just check how many angles are marked on these two lines, and take only one transversal at one time. That is, I'm taking BC. Okay, so these lines and this transversal. Now check, they are on the same side and interior. Yes or no? They are on interior of these two lines. Now they are forming which? The marked angles are forming co-interior, and their sum is definitely 180. So if the sum of co-interior is 180, then DC and AB line will be parallel. Yes or no? Now coming to the line AD and BC, similarly I am going to check AD and BC. Now I am taking this transversal. Why I am taking these? Because there are two marked angles, 60 and 120. So that's why I am taking this transversal. Over here again they are on the same side and interior of this figure or interior of this line, then they will form co-interior angle, and the sum of co-interior angle is 180 over here. Therefore again the AD and BC will be parallel. Okay, so I got two pairs, which is the first one, AB is parallel to DC, and second is AD is parallel to BC. Correct. Coming to the B part. B part is also similar. What is that? I am going to take first these two lines, AB and CD line. Over here I have taken this transversal, and if I am going to see the two marked angles on this, are you able to see two marked angles? This is 35, this is also 35. But what type of angle they are forming? This is on the right, this is on the left of transversal. You have to check on the transversal and parallel line. If right left were there, then they are alternative angles, and alternative angles are equal, therefore these two lines will be parallel. AB is parallel to CD. Coming to CD and EF, if I am going to check this CD and EF, first I am going to take this angle, this one angle. Check this complete angle is 90 degree and this part is 35. How to find the second part? Definitely the whole part is 90, this is 35. The next one will be 90 minus 35. What is 90 minus 35? That is your 55. Okay. And if it is 55, this is also 55. Now check right and left, alternative angles they are going to form, and alternative angles are equal over here, therefore line CD is parallel to EF. If this line is parallel to this and this line is parallel to EF, then these two lines are also parallel. So how many pairs we got? 3. First pair is AB is parallel to CD. Second one, CD is parallel to EF. Third one, AB is parallel to EF. Okay. Coming to the last part, this is also very easy. First I am going to check the two lines. I am going to check first and second line. Okay, PQ and RS. In PQ line and RS line, check the marked angles first. What are the two marked angles over here? This angle, which is 110, this is also 110, and they both are on the same side above the line, same side above the line, that is corresponding angle. The two marked angles are corresponding and they are equal. If corresponding angles are equal, therefore the line PQ will be parallel to RS. Coming to the next, that is RS and TU. In RS and TU, we are not able to check direct relation between this angle and this one. So first we have to take the adjacent angle. If direct relation was not given, then we have to take the adjacent angle first. I am going to take the adjacent of this one, then the complete angle sum of adjacent is, yes, 180 degree. Okay, I will get this 70, and then I am going to take that whether this angle and this angle are forming corresponding or not. Yes, they are forming the corresponding because they will be on the same side, and corresponding angles are equal. This is also 70 degree, this one will also 70. So these two lines are also parallel. So all first pair PQ parallel to RS, corresponding angles. Again RS parallel to TU, corresponding angles will form over here if I get the adjacent angle. Okay, and this PQ will also parallel to TU. Got it? I hope you understood this. Coming to the solution, how to write in the notebook. So in the notebook you have to write similarly as we have done the question number 1. The first we have to check the marked angles. Okay, the marked angles on AB and CD I have taken and they form co-interior angles, correct? Just check, yes or no, they are co-interior on the same side and interior. Okay, so co-interior. So as the sum of angle is 60 plus 120, that is 180, so AB is parallel to CD. Now the marked angles on AD and this. Now I am going to check this and this one transversal. Again these angles will form co-interior angles and the sum is 180. So the sum of co-interior over here is 180, so AD and BC will be parallel. Got it? Coming to the next one, the marked angles on AB and CD. They are alternative and they are equal also. As they are equal, so AB is parallel to CD. Coming to the next, see this complete angle is, this complete is 90 and above of this line is 35. What will be the next part? 90 minus 35, correct? This is 90. From 90 we are going to subtract this part, that is the 35. I will got this one, 90 minus 35, that is 55. Now again on CD and EF, what will be the alternative, and they are equal also, 55 and 55, so they are parallel lines. Okay, and from these two I am getting, see, AB is parallel to CD and CD is parallel to EF, then automatically AB will also parallel to EF. So I got 3 pairs, first pair, second pair, and this is the third pair. C part will be the homework. Okay, as I have already told you that these are corresponding angles, so first and second line will be parallel, correct? this and this angle directly it cannot be related, so I am going to check the adjacent. Sum of adjacent angle is 180, yes, because they are on the straight line, so they will form 180 degree. And this is 70 degree on the right of transversal, this is also on the right, below the line, so they are same, that is corresponding angles. So I hope you understood this. Copy it out in your notebook, in classwork notebook, okay.